Is the all-new Yamaha YZ450F really worth all the hype? We are going to find out right here in this video. I've sent my pro rider friend Tom Grimshaw to the Yamaha launch in France to find out all the answers. If you're a regular viewer of the channel, you know that we don't usually feature too many four-strokes around here. But every now and then, a new bike comes along and generates so much hype that we just can't help but stand up and take notice. The 2023 Yamaha YZ450F has been massively updated and is highly anticipated. For months now, I've been hearing the online chatter about just how good this new Yami really is. So I called in the big guns to help investigate those rumours.
Hi, I'm Tom Grimshaw, MX2 British Championship rider, and I've been lucky enough to be sent out here in France to test the all-new YZ450F 2023. I'm excited to get on and test this new bike because the hype around it is massive, so let's see what all the hype is all about.
So the all-new 2023 Yamaha YZ450F has a new, lighter, slimmer and more compact 450cc engine that puts out 5% more power. This is the biggest redesign of the engine since 2010 when the reverse layout was introduced. This new motor increases linear power at all engine speeds. There's a reshaped air intake port that increases air intake volume by 9%, and the exhaust port has also been revised to complement this. There's a revised 5-speed transmission and new lightweight clutch. Overall, the bike is 2.3 kilograms lighter, which means that with a full tank of fuel, the bike weighs 109 kg. The 2023 model features a redesigned aluminium bilateral beam frame, which provides a lighter feel while still being agile and stable. The rider triangle has also been revised, so that's the distance between the bars, the pegs and the seat. The seat is 5mm higher whilst being flatter, and the pegs are 5mm lower. There's updated front fork and rear shock internal valving, a new 3-mode adjustable traction control system, an updated launch control system, and finally the Power Tuner app has now been made easier to use with a quick tuning feature. So as you can see, there's a load of changes that have been made to the bike. But how does that all affect the on-track feel? I'll hand you over to Tom so he can tell us. As we're talking about groundbreaking technology, before Tom fills us in about the bike, let me just tell you guys about one of my favourite new products that could really help you at the track and the campsite. This bad boy is my new favourite gadget. It's a Jackery Solar Generator 500. And if, like me, you regularly find yourself off-grid at a campsite or a track, it can be a very useful tool. Like I said, we're always needing to charge our equipment for filming and riding when we're at the track, and the Jackery has us covered for anything rated under 500 watts. It has outputs to charge products using 12-volt DC, USB and normal AC power, thanks to an inbuilt inverter. Whether it's charging your camera batteries, your GoPro batteries, your drone batteries, your laptop, or it's just like an outdoor light in an evening, the Jackery does have you covered. You charge the Jackery itself either using the mains, a car charger, or with the optional solar panel. And if you're off-grid a lot like we are at the track, the solar panel is a must because you'll have power no matter what. It's compact, it's light and has no emissions, so you can safely use it inside the van. There's a massive list of perks and features of the Jackery, but I'll finish off here by saying that we only like to promote products that we really do use and that we really do rate highly. The Jackery really has been useful for us, and if you think it would be for you too, check out the affiliate link that I've included in the description down below to check one out for yourselves and see the full list of specifications. Every click on that link really does help out the channel. Now let's get back to the action.
Right, I've just came in, that's it, first impression. So yeah, I've got a smile on my face, so I think that's yeah, a big test of how much fun I had on the bike, to be honest. Like, first thing I really noticed was how narrow and slim the bike felt. I raced Yamaha back in 2018, and okay, the model slightly changed for them, but not too much. But at the front with the airbox, your knees were out slightly, and with stability, it just affected that slightly. But with this all new narrow feel, I felt so much more in control with the bike, gripping the bike coming into the corner. So that was a big key thing. Seat obviously a bit 5mm taller, so that for me that is perfect, being 6'3". I felt more on top of the bike, and the rider triangle just more comfortable for a taller guy, I say. And then of course the torque of the bike straight away. I was it being a fresh bike and all, but it was so torquey, and there's some tight turns at the bottom of these hills, as you can see, and I was pulling further, and it wasn't going up, it wasn't wheeling, it was driving forward with no clutch. But then if you really wanted that explosion of power, I just had a flip of the clutch and it was going. So yeah, first impression, smiles on my face, and I'm buzzing to get back out there. So let's crack on, let's do it. Okay, that's 2 sessions down. In that one I gave the mapping a go. So on the left side of the handlebars, you've got the map switch. It comes just box standard, what it will come out of the showroom to start off with. That's why I went out on my first, I'd done about 10 minutes on that map. I came in after 10 minutes and I just flipped the button, blue light comes on. So that's map 2, and the technicians told me that that is actually the smoother map. However, it's meant to have on top as well actually a bit more torque to it. So I went out, had a little feel, and straight away I could actually feel it was a bit more softer at the bottom, which is nice. It was nice, but with how good the conditions are today and how grippy it is at the moment, I didn't really feel like you needed it. I didn't mind having that like nice punch at the corner while it's also tacky and grippy. But however, later on I feel like that will come into its own, and when it gets a bit more slick, hard packed. And so I'm going to be flicking between that mapping setting throughout the day. But overall, yeah, it was good. It was actually nice to feel the change between the 2 maps. The top end stuff I didn't really feel, to be honest. So but again, I'm going to be playing with it, and that's just first impressions. And like I said, the bike I'm really enjoying. So I'm just getting more and more used to it, feeling a lot more stuff. I'm going to start pushing the limits now and throw down some heaters. So about to go out again. This time I'm going to talk to one of the technicians, and we're going to use the Yamaha tuning app they've got, and they've just watered it a little bit, so it's going to be a little bit slippery in some places. So what I'm going to ask them to do is proper turn it down to map setting 1. Basically there's a scale, I think it's 1 to 7, and so I'm going to put it right down onto 1 as it's a bit slippery right now, and then for the next session, which will be my final one, hopefully it'll be still some good grip then, and I'll whack the thing up. So just get a comparison really. So yeah, I'm going to speak to them now and get them to do that, and again, it's all controlled through the app, which is a bonus with Yamaha. Was a smooth map like I went over, and it's good. Track was slick, and I did feel it underneath still, even with the smooth map. It was spinning up some places, but I did actually think it did work well. Like out the corners, it was just that tad little bit less aggressive than what I've been used to throughout the day. So when we get mud races back at home, or where they've just put some water on before the start of the race, but I think that map would work really well. Time for some other riders to have a little go, but then when it comes back on, I'm going to go right to the other spectrum of the scale, and let's get aggressive and get barking a bit. Okay, so that's come to the end of the Yamaha 2023 test. I ride a gas at home, so I haven't been on a Jap bike for a number of years now, so immediately getting onto it was a bit alien, but for some reason I gelled with it very quickly. I used to race Yams in 2019, and with that model, it felt like I was really sat in the bike. Obviously, it was a little bit wider from where the airbox is, and for a taller person like me, I'm 6'3", it was sometimes a bit of trouble with the ruts and etc, and just feeling that stable coming into the corner because my knees were out and also very low. So they've slimmed it down. Obviously, the bike's a lot more narrow, which was my biggest thing I noticed when I first went out there, was how narrow the bike was. And also a big factor was the seat, how flat the seat is now. I'm no longer really low in the bike, which maybe will be a little bit of a disadvantage for a smaller person, but for someone my size, this was a dream. So that, with the narrow airbox, everything, I was more stable coming into corners. I was able to grip the tank and really lay it over and get in the corners. And it's not a lie where everyone says these bikes corner so well, and they really do. And conditions today were perfect, so I was able to get in, get out of the corners. It leant over, tracked very well. So overall review of it, I was blown away. So I didn't expect this coming in. So I'm leaving with a smile on my face. Is it worth all the hype? That was my question right at the start of the day, and 100% it is. The torque, the little gadgets come with, obviously, with the map settings, how you can set it on your phone, all these little things which can just make the comfort of the ride that much better. And I said I went from the smoothest setting right to the aggressive setting, which I didn't really get to speak too much about at the end, but I absolutely loved that aggressive setting, especially with how the conditions were today. If they were a little bit more hard pack, etc., I'd probably tamed it down a bit, but that level 7 on the mapping scale was the one. I loved that, and it really did feel like a 450 power, obviously, like it was going, but with how much lighter it is, obviously 2.3 kilograms lighter now, and with how narrow it is, and it felt like a 250 with a 450 power. So that is, I think, the ultimate combo, obviously. And yeah, so is it worth all the hype? 100%.
So we've heard how good that new YZ450 really is, but who wants to see that bike go up against this? Let us know in the comments down below and we'll make it happen.
So yeah, that's my time done here. I can't thank Yamaha enough for inviting me out, and obviously I can't thank Too Fast enough for sending me out here, because this is obviously a great opportunity for me to test these new bikes, and I'm looking forward now to the next one, because I do really enjoy these. So I really hope you enjoyed me covering the bike and enjoy the video, and hope to see you next time.
As always, guys, my name's Max. This is 999 Laser. Once again, a massive thanks to Tom for going out to France to ride the bike for us. Till next time, I'll see you at the track.